there be a case role no more play in our political dispensation. I say democracy is a very sensitive. Your friend say role more play, and in your friend is discharging your duties within that particular frame. And I say within that context, always be you need to be very mindful of a lot of things. But it does appear for quite some time now, the Electoral Commission individuals no mudi anymore no assume a certain certain belligerent posture. I say running the institution, a very sensitive institution like Electoral Commission, as if say a company say you be na una what jano, and you just do whatever that you want. Because I will hear how sensitive the Electoral Commission is. Electoral fortunes come around and so we heard you see Gabon no ya kuye kosi ye came as a result of the fact
that Electoral Commission
the election SQ towards a particular candidate. And I will trace it back the history in Africa. You know, say electoral misunderstanding, electoral violence, do not free commission and are turning Africa into a killing field. That most of the violence in fire erupting all over Nigeria. I think say because of the Electoral Commission. The electoral process is quite fast. We've been your friends Ghana for who is as a beacon of hope, democracy, and your decline pay sectors and as a form no. And kaya crowd opportunity, something like your friend say IPAC and then as a form of political parties might deliberate, because sometimes it is not always about law. You need to find convenience, find a common platform. As political actors and stakeholders, we just converge, discuss some of the issues like young chimkwe because you can say electoral registration, I say electoral process, and then this registration, limited registration, there are a lot of people Sebi or more attend 18 years. So if you look at the geographical, your friend saying said your name and the city and some of the constituency are such that so Okaso will be free district be and call the regional capital, district capital, non call register dinner. What are the constraints? These are some of the things you sit down with the actors, try to find a way. As be able, able to me, assuming and as a coming around the table. Now you find a common ground. Now you must be. The misconception and the perceptions that the Electoral Commission working towards a particular agenda that will go away, because yet it has a CIA. The ordinary Ghanaian level of trust and confidence in the institution called Electoral Commission is saying, because some of us believe that the Electoral Commission has been weaponized by government, because some of the individuals who the posture quite fast more communicating. Look at Obiti say the Electoral Commission and Ankasa Jemensa when the posture, the attitude quite fast or corresponding or talking to people. Issue now background for free say we need to find a common ground. They assume a belligerent posture, not ready to listen to anybody. But my answer is the same thing. And so we have recent appointment into the institution by some of the Nipa anyone said they are known party individuals. President Akufo-Addo himself, you man or born bit me about mine, because some of these individuals have known party alliance and then as for him. So shipping those individuals into the EC could be dangerous. They may go and do good job, but because people know where they are coming from, exactly. So you avoid all these things by ensuring say Nipa na would do Nipa across board, everybody will respect them, because you see, it is not about say Electoral Commission sitting at the EC and doing the right thing. It is about doing a thing that will be accepted by all. Because you may sit there doing the right thing and stuff. At the end of the day, if people rebel and revolt against whatever you come out with, at the end of the day, the whole process will be nonchalant. So it is the importance at this time, as I had the integrity, the reputation of the Electoral Commission, maybe I be doing. Now we had the high stakes going into the 2020 elections, because our Ghana economy will be and the way a man of corruption, but there are a lot of people who see next election as some kind of independence via Ghana ACK from the jaws of individuals who are so corrupt to the extent they came purposely to rob this particular country. And the stakes are high. So as a government, you do everything to ensure won't weaponize it, the Electoral Commission. But look at the way a manager and the people are behaving, because this particular thing, I'm not sure say a big deal. I'm able to resolve this particular matter, because you see the danger in asking people say young cluster at the regional the district offices. One danger is apart from say among for any access say we call some of the north, we can travel several kilometers and some could do this. How many people will be able to? Aside that, there is this way about me. I say some of the districts in the across constituencies. So what you do is some of the individuals and baby me constituency A. Na me win na extra vote over about 1,000. It's just a matter of conveniently shipping those individuals to the other side there. Me free say sabi, me vote in Nkoye. So if you are not careful, you'll be able to do all these things.
Because if you are not being serious.
Yes.
The point is that say yes, say young district office and register. It's a police station A and I want to a bar. And you want to register what district assembly office.
Yes.
It's no that was say over to about police station B and as a police station C. It's at the end of the day, baby. I want to know why here. Yeah, if I want to hold election day. And then I have problem.
Yes.
I'm call for a red flags. Into what we say a day of election confusion, basically.
Yes.
Because Saturday no wouldn't maybe I want to about. And what a confusion.
Yes. And I even nipa no con because we say the entire oko electoral areas na e bia me na large net wo oni me say hana mete.
Yes.
But at the you have said district level no enya for no kwagina say minimum so if you say mete constituency we na me kwa na me say mete constituency bia there is nothing that will be disprove when I have my Ghana card and other stuff what I say. So I think that we need to be very mindful of all these things. These are the lingering concerns on the minds of the various actors. That is why these parties are taking the issue to court. So as a reasonable institution, I said we working for the betterment of our election in ensuring say yetibenya electoral outcome obi abegia tumno. Some of these concerns, you know, you don't assume a belligerent posture. You sit down with the stakeholders and ensure, because even some of the Oko IPAC, Obaka NDC for someone called IPAC, but what are the other political parties? They are IPAC expecting that the Electoral Commission will engage them, at least come into a consensus, address some of these concerns. But these parties, you know, your friends say IPAC, you know, those concerns, you know, were not addressed. So it shows that the Electoral Commission, you know, is behaving as if say the institution is their bona fide property. People can feel say you do whatever that they want to do, because saying yes, sir, I am not sure Senka will be talking about this particular issue. Working for the people of Ghana, working for the actors, these are critical stakeholders. Electoral Commission and or Yema, some of these stakeholders and the Ghana. So whatever be the concerns of these people, I think that for the sake of peace, you know, we need to listen to them. Now you around it. Now you find a common ground. Some of the solutions are free. Say it is good. So bet me and district officer and chin away na. There are ways that you can discuss around and find means of conveying people there and as a for, because where I see what it means is you are overburdening political parties to ensure that they do this mass transport among for which to me, you know, I think that doesn't even make sense. So the Electoral Commission must realize they are working for the people of Ghana, and there are a lot of perception around them among for free say they are working towards a particular agenda. It is incumbent upon them to distill that notion through the way they communicate, through their posture, through Niamambaya, because some of these concerns it doesn't matter how credible the electoral outcome people revolt and it is this peace and tranquility over the years. Yes, city had trying say you bet me achieve as a country, no, and then I bet to zoom na do why obi a hobe because the last time I was telling somebody say Cote d'Ivoire omusho wunse mhunu na say amanfo kanyans asem kire won wante no e tro there no even judges omu omu bibi di omo na police for bomb ho ban omu dwane ba krom ha besie ye what I say. So say ye to oman no to state of violence in as for nobody is safe, and that is not what we want. So let us sit down as an institution of state with the mandate to ensure say we are working for the people. Yes, say omo ye independent as for yes, it's independent, but you see there is no single institution in this particular country which like I say you are overwhelmingly independent that you can do whatever that you want to do within a certain parameters. You are working for the people, so you don't defy common sense, you don't defy logic, you don't defy reasoning and decide say the institution is my bona fide property because here the mere banner there whether the actors like it or not, I'll continue to do it. It doesn't make sense in any way. So Jemensa must come down from her high horses, but myself should do same, because already the way people see your mono is already troubled that because some of the individuals quite recently when this manner your party person was shipped into the EC, concerns were raised. You see, some of these things you might think is insignificant, but people are very much concerned. Yeah, Council of State and they find absolutely nothing wrong with that. But SMC, that's a chroma, you throw this country into commotion because of electoral misunderstanding as far they will care. They will that particular thing will matter. We need to be very sensible and very reasonable. Say peace now. Come at a price, and there is the need for us to do do it. And institutions of state like this now, or more and a shepherd democracy, forming the very foundation of our democracy. No, they should not be the reason this particular country will go into chaos, because we've seen around like Gambia, we are now here can Gabon. Say Electoral Commission and Nyansan and Kawaji Nipa Asem to Nankamu and making sure they addressing the concerns of the people and can go do a beer druno. But when people were raising concern, government felt so men are more power. Then they shut down the internet on Saturday. So among for free said no, that is enough. Is enough. That is why this military intervention kick in, and so winning the bushfire effect of this. I think that we will be guided in the way and manner we go about things. I said by making sure say election, we are not doing it to favor anybody. Even if that is the public perception, you do everything to reverse it. Say among for being trust and hope our institution, because the only thing that matter going to 2020 election is the trust and the confidence public repose in the EC. Aside that, nothing else. It doesn't matter whether you do a credible election or not. If people say they will not accept it, it doesn't matter how you try to convince them, because the kind of track record now what build going into the election, it's so dirty, so terrifying, it's so uninspiring. There is no trust, there is no confidence. You have proven sufficiently that you are working for your friends, your paymasters, and so forth. So people will approach you with that particular way, and until you see this kind of always people have become very frontal in dealing with the Electoral Commission, because they are convinced that the Electoral Commission has been weaponized by government, especially if you look at the current individual who are being shipped into the institution. It doesn't make the EC credible, so we need to be very careful.